On the fourth day of Christmas, Rob Top gave to me Retro Circles by Nacho21, Demon Jumper by Unknown, Magnitude by Shutter, and The Farewell by Jonathan GD. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 12 Demons of Christmas 2025. Today we are going to be doing one of the hardest demons that I've ever attempted to complete, Retro Circles by Nacho21. This was originally a medium demon level. It has now been downgraded to an easy demon level. I've made 89% progress on this level in about 1,500 attempts. This is a really fun, easy 9 circles challenge. We'll go ahead and go through a practice run just to show you guys what this level is all about. It is relatively early in the morning, and I went to bed at about 2 a.m. last night, so forgive me if my commentary or gameplay is subpar at best, but we're just going to see if we can have some fun today and complete this level. Again, welcome back to the 12 Demons of Christmas. We had a little bit of a break yesterday, but we are back doing real easy demons full swing. I do want to complete a medium demon at some point throughout this series, maybe on the last day of Christmas, we'll find out, but for right now, we're going to focus in on Retro Circles. As you can see, the first half of this level is basically free once you get the gameplay down. There's some awkward timings, but that's about it. Then you go into this wave part, which is really, again, just an easy, more, kind of fun, reminiscent 9 circles challenge level. Again, the fact that this is an easy demon is a little shocking. Again, I would consider this closer to medium demon gameplay, but after you get used to it, you certainly do get into a rhythm. I was going to be very upset if we beat this in practice mode first attempt. But anyway, let's shut up and we can focus in here and maybe get this done in practice. I guess I don't know why we would need to shut up. It's really not that serious. But anyway, you go through the rest of this wave gameplay, which again is relatively easy. There are some tricky timings and such, but it's really not too tricky. The worst spot is kind of from 60 to 70%. Then you go through this relatively tricky cube timing gameplay at the end of the level, which is certainly going to cause me a couple of deaths. Again, my farthest that I've gotten is 89%, where I died at this cube. But then after that, you're done. So let's see if we can do this relatively short, relatively, again, kind of moderately high-end easy demon level. I do agree that it is an easy demon rather than a medium demon, but I certainly think that the debate is there. Again, it really just depends on how good you are at the wave game mode, and this is a level that I've used to help me get better at the wave game mode, since I'm not nearly as good at it as I am at something like the ship or the cube. So we gotta lock in, and let's see if we can get this done in like 30 minutes. That would be spectacular, although I have a feeling that that's not going to happen. Again, really the trickiest part is going to be from around 60 to 70%, and there are a couple of choke points in the beginning of the wave as well, so we'll see what happens here. Oh my gosh, that was sad. I need to lock in. That could have been the attempt right there. 76% though for the first attempt in normal mode. That is spectacular. I am not going to complain. I mean, I just was, but shut up. At the time of filming, I was grinding this on stream last night, and we made some decent progress. I got 89 before the stream while I was on call with Vincent. Unfortunately, I wasn't recording my reaction, but anyway, lock in, Gengi. This is the attempt. Bro, I wasn't... Oh my gosh, I wasn't focusing. Dude, I was just excited because I thought that was it. 81%. Gang, this may not even take us 10 minutes. It could legitimately be within the next 5 attempts. Again, I don't want to jinx anything because there's a good chance that we have a similar situation with what happened during our practice with both Magnitude and the Farewell. But listen, so far this is going exceptionally well. I don't know if I'm just on my game today, but it usually does not. It usually takes me a couple practice attempts to get into the swing of things. It looks like we're doing pretty decently. Again, I need to focus. That's been my big killer so far. I've been letting my mind race. I gotta lock in. So let's see what we can do here. Again, that last wave is honestly going to be the trickiest part. Getting into that portal at the end, it's a struggle, but we'll see what happens. again, it's just crazy how the first half of this level is, like, entirely free. Then you go into, like, decently ranged medium demon gameplay, in my opinion. I mean, you could certainly make the argument that that gameplay is medium demon-esque. Um, Again, some spots are a little bit less tight than others, but I would say that this is harder than something like Infinite Circles. Infinite Circles, the hardest part of the level is the ship at the very beginning, but I don't know. I mean, some parts definitely take a while to get used to on Retro Circles, so again, we gotta lock in, because we've already been going for like 10 minutes, and we're only going downhill from here, I have a feeling, so let's focus in and see if we can get this before the real grind starts. Okay. Yep, we are slowly but surely descending into a place where we don't want to go. It's okay, we're only 8 attempts in, but things very quickly go downhill. Let's just lock in. I will say it's crazy because a week ago I started practicing this level and I was like, there is no way I actually end up doing this for the 12 demons. But really, once you get used to some of the choke points throughout this level, it's not a cakewalk, but I mean, it's not too bad. It's really not too bad for a demon. But again, the practicing for this level is harder than anything else. Like the first practice mode attempt I ever did on this level, with absolutely no knowledge going into this beforehand, no sight reading, probably 150 attempts in practice mode. And there are a couple of fakes here and there, but overall it's not too bad. Dude, oh my goodness, I'm just about ready to go into a copyable and start practicing that part, because that has killed me too many times already. I mean, if you're good with, like, sudden, awkward speed changes, maybe this level is, something that isn't too bad to get used to, but for me it took a while. Again, it took me about 1,000 attempts before I started making any real progress on this level. Then I extraordinarily quickly got to 89. And again, if I had gotten to like 95, I would have died just so that we could do this for the 12 demons. But I actually did make a stupid mistake, so that was my bad. But I mean, it's a good thing now because we can complete this on cam and not have to purposely die at the very end. Dude. Okay, this is going to be a little bit harder than I thought whenever we started making those crazy first attempts. We do need to lock in. Again, I'm still kind of just now waking up. I got a lot of sleep, but again, I went to bed very late and I kind of just got out of bed, so we'll see what happens. By the way, I think I've finally found an icon set that sticks with the kind of theme that I'm looking for. Just kind of goofy, relaxed, some like cool shape design icons. Probably my favorite thing that we have in our possession is the cube. I don't know what it is, but I just love that cube. The wave is pretty basic, but I mean, I enjoy it still. It's one of the easier icons to unlock. I don't remember what you have to do. I think it's beating one of the main Rob Top levels, but you know what? Maybe you get that wave for beating blast processing. Is that what it is? I don't know. I enjoy the rocket ship too. Why did I just call it a rocket ship? But I enjoy my my ship icon. I usually use this one on mobile too. But again, for years and years, I've switched out icons. I've never found a really good one that sticks. I think this might be the one. Not necessarily forever, but for a long period of time. I used to use the Mario mushroom icon quite a bit, and also the Iron Man robot. That's what I still use on mobile. Alright, I'm going on a road trip in about 30 minutes, so we've got to lock in and get this done. I'm probably not going to be giving as frequent commentary here now. That part is such a choke point. I will say, I mean, this has got to be one of the easiest 9 Circles demons out there. And as I mentioned, I do think that it is harder than something like Infinite Circles. Maybe harder than Problematic, depending on what you're good at, but I was going to practice Problematic for the 12 demons this year. That level looks like it takes even longer to get used to than Retro Circles, so Maybe it just comes down to personal strengths and weaknesses, but I find problematic to be easily medium demon territory gameplay. Which again, I think I just need to get better at the wave in general.
Out of date, use your private parts as piranha bait.
Dude, oh my goodness, it is literally free from that point forwards. Oh my goodness, dude, that was such a choke. Oh, like 75% onwards is just a huge stress test. It's not even that hard of a stress test, it's just, man, is the stress there. Again, I have spent a good amount of time on this level, like, actually playing it. In real life, it's only been like a week, but, again, I mean, we're like 1,500 attempts in, which, for an easy demon, that's quite a bit for me, I would say. Not nearly as many as Magnitude, but far more than the Farewell, though the Farewell is like 6 minutes long. This is a lot more than what I want to say something like Impulse took me. Certainly going to be a lot more than something like Lights and Thunder. I think even more than Blue Heck. Definitely not as many as Electrodynamics V2 or Club Step, or Deadlocked, or Toe2. But, I mean, 1,500 attempts for an easy demon is a decent amount for me. Alright, maybe that's close to average, I don't know. Certainly a lot more than Demon Jumper.
What's this red button do? Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Dress up like a moose during hunting season. Disturb a nest of wasps for no good reason. Stand on the edge of a train station platform. Drive around the boom, gets at a level crossing. Run across the tracks between the platforms. They may not.
No! I knew I was gonna die at the cube! 93! I had it! Sweet. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is Retro Circles by Nacho21, 1 coin. That is the 4th Demon of Christmas. That was, again, pretty quick. It definitely could have been worse. Definitely a lot easier than Magnitude. Definitely a lot easier than the Farewell. I mean, that's that, guys. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Again, I do recommend this level for beginners to wave gameplay. I would, again, put this between easy and medium demon territory, probably a little bit closer to easy. But I mean, that's a GG. Wait, this guy had 1497 attempts. We had 1453. That is exceptionally close. That guy has 200 demons, so Anyways, enough glaze. That's it, chat. So, again, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next Demon of Christmas. Have a lovely holiday season. Peace out.